Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the press conference for Cameron Norrie. Please raise your hand if you'd like to ask a question and state your name and organisation. We'll kickstart, Cam, just by asking you your initial thoughts and preparations ahead of Wimbledon.
I'm excited, especially after last year, and practice has been going really well. I'm hitting the ball as well as I can, and I think all the preparation's been there. So it's always good feelings, good sensations before Wimbledon, and my favourite tournament. So I can't wait.
First question, please. Cam, I think was your mum on centre court with you the other day? Have I made that up?
You made it up. She wasn't.
Never mind. What were you listening to with your coach when you were warming up with Jaume? I saw you both had an earpod in. Do you listen to the same music?
No, it was the tournament asked me to do that, and I think they wanted just to have some comments from me as a player, and then from Faku, my coach, about the courts, the conditions, and the first time hitting on that court. I think it just to give some, maybe for some social media stuff, and to give some fans some insight about maybe what goes on conversation wise. I think so. They didn't tell me that, but that's what I assume.
And what was the court condition like? Obviously, it's super lush early on, but are you glad to have had that time?
For sure, that was great to have that, and yeah, like you said, it was very green, very lush. The ball was staying quite low, and it was, both of us were moving great, and I think just always the first few days you have to be careful on those courts, and it was the first time for me playing with the roof closed, so it was good acoustics of the ball, and it's a bit different when there's no one in there, no fans, and good fun, good 45 minutes, and I think it was great to have that time on the court.
Hi Ken, Charlie from The Athletic. You had that great run last year, getting to the semi-finals and taking the first set off who's on a ridiculous streak at Wimbledon. What's the single hardest thing about playing against him?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think he keeps, like in that match, I was playing great, doing everything well, and I think it was on serve in the second set, and I missed a couple balls by nothing, and you just feel like you have to keep playing it at such a high level, and I dropped a little bit, and he was all over me, and from then on he really improved and kept his level very high, and mine dropped ever so slightly, and I think that was the difference. He's able to find a way in majority of the matches when he's feeling okay, and then he's always finishing better and better as the matches go on, and I think over 5 sets it's obviously really tough to beat him, so you end up overplaying a little bit at times, and he makes you hit such tough shots, even kind of easy short balls. He makes you feel like you have to go for the perfect one, so you can learn a lot from matches like that, and playing with him. He plays at such a high level, and a lot of respect for him, especially on the surface. So it was a good match for me to learn from, that one for sure.
It must give you a lot of confidence though, coming back.
For sure, that was so much fun, and it all starts again. There's no reason why I can't do it again. I'm playing well, hitting the ball really well, and having that run last year gave me a lot of confidence going into this year. But it all starts again. You have to take it match by match, and still a long way to go. And there's so many good players on this surface, and the draw is stacked. So I'm gonna have to keep improving match by match, but most of all, I'm looking forward to getting going.
Hi Cam, Rob from The Sun. What advice would you give to fellow British #1 Katie Boulter as she comes into this tournament with all the expectation, all the pressure on her shoulders?
Yeah, I would say it's great for her. It's no surprise to me why when she's healthy, she's winning tournaments and playing great tennis, top tennis. And I was even a few years ago playing Hopman Cup with her. She was playing so well, so it's great to see her stringing them together and back healthy. And I think you have to embrace it. It's exactly what you want. You want people to want you doing well and have the expectation on you. And I think for her, it's great for her to be British #1, but I think there's so many players still ranked above her, and I think her potential is so big. So I think she needs to look at beyond that and keep pushing and keep going for it. I think she has I haven't looked past her first round draw, but for me to take it match by match and enjoy it. And she knows she's got the level, so I would say go for it, and it's exactly where you want to be.
Cam, Andy said that he likes to come to Wimbledon quite a bit, kind of outside of tournament time. I know that you're not living in London anymore, but have you been to the club outside of tournament time? Do you spend any time here?
I actually have, yeah. I went to, at the end of last year, I had a bit of time off. I was coming to the club and did some gym work here, and had dinner here one night, and before Queens I was coming here using the gym, and last week coming here and using the club a lot, and the food was so good here, even like outside of the tournament. So it was, me and my fitness trainer really liked the gym, and obviously to practice here one day was great too. So I mean, I just got my membership, so it was really cool to use that, and it's such a nice club, and you just, it's almost worth coming here just to have a shower, and just to enjoy the showers they have are so good. So I'm lucky to be a member now, and I'm trying to use it as much as I can.
Does it feel special every time you walk through the gate?
It feels so special, and I think even more so when the tournament's not even on. No one's, or not many people are around, and yeah, the facilities are obviously so good, and just you're treated like someone really special. So yeah, it's a good feeling, and nice to be a member.
Hi Cam, after the great run last year and perhaps being more in the eye of the general public in Britain, do you feel more of a weight of expectation and pressure going into this tournament?
I would say for sure more so than last year. I had a lot of similar questions like that, and obviously to make the run like I did last year was great, and I think there's even more reason I think I can do it again, and I would say there's more questions like that being asked, but I think, like I said, I think I'd rather have that than kind of opposite to that, and be like, oh, you're gonna bomb out first round again here. Like, I'd rather people saying that than the other way. So I think you have to embrace it. You have to enjoy that, and I think last year we did a really good job of that, enjoying the matches, enjoying the media, and I was loving every moment of it, and I had all my friends and family watching. So I think it's another opportunity to go out and enjoy that, and every Wimbledon is a special one, and it's my favorite tournament. So I have to go out and prepare as well as I can, which I've done, and then I'm going to have to go out and execute and to take care of everything that I can, watch film of the guys I'm playing, and execute my routines and play my best tennis. So it's good opportunity and a good test for me, and I love tests like that. So it's I'm really looking forward to it.
What's your morning routine look like? I know you were cycling in a bit last year. How key is it for you to keep that same routine every day, and what are you doing to chill out in those evenings where you don't have a match?
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty similar. Coffee with my fitness trainer, and then we cycle in together, and yeah, it's great to have those, and I'm enjoying that, and usually at tournaments I'm trying to get into different routines here and there, so it's a good one to have. I think I'm pretty different from a lot of players. It's a good warm up as well, so I think I'll for sure I'll be sticking to it.
Yeah, you mentioned in your Tatler interview that you thought that Prince William was a lucky charm because you'd never lost in front of him. Are you going to be looking up to the full box, and what does it mean to be playing in front of some members of the royal family?
Yeah, he only watched I think the one match, so I'm 1 for 1 on that. Yeah, I actually didn't know until the end he was watching. So, I mean, really special to see that they're following, they're watching, and supporting as well. And yeah, I think that's really cool, and it means a lot to have them watching. And I'll try not to look too much. I'm trying to stay pretty focused on the match, but yeah, it means a lot. It's cool.
Just a word on your draw and your first round opponent.
Yeah, I've never played him before, and I've actually seen him. We played them in Davis Cup, and he played Evo, and he's a really talented guy, Thomas, and and I think I'm watching some of his matches in the qualies. I think he's typical Czech player, really good backhand, and he's young, up and coming, and I think he'll see it as a really good opportunity, you know, playing a top player. And I think he really likes, you know, with playing in the spotlight, and in the Davis Cup he played great with a lot of pressure on the line there. So I think it's going to be a tricky one, but yeah, I think it's a good match. I know I'm going to get a lot of rhythm, and I think it's a good one for me, and I'm looking forward to a good challenge, and it's going to be a tough one. I'm going to have to play great.
I don't know if you know this. My name is Bumi. I'm a reporter with Africa Today magazine. But you have fans in Africa. You have fans in, maybe you don't know this, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa. I don't know if you know this, because the way everything is being portrayed is like you only have fans here. But you have people over there rooting for you too, wanting to meet you. What do you think about that?
I would say that's cool, you know, especially not having any tournaments there. Hopefully one day we can play tournaments in Africa, and they'll be great. And I think, yeah, it's a pretty unique sport where you get to have fans all over the world in different cities, and yeah, I think that's really cool to hear that, and hopefully play there one day.
Thank you.
Oh, all good. Lovely. Thank you very
Thanks a
much.
lot, guys. Cheers.
Cam, who was the Wimbledon court with you on number 1 the other day?